Beaders, it's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and I'm back today to show you how to make these royal plumage earrings. These are 100% inspired by the Eureka Crystal Beads collection by the same name, which is available. I will link to it down below, and contains all the items you will need to make these beautiful earrings. Here's a look at the front of this earring, and here is a look at the back. So let's briefly run down what you'll need to make these earrings. To make a set, you will need two 12mm Rivolis. You will need some size 11 TOHO Demi rounds, 12 4mm Swarovski crystal bicones or any bicones, 12 MiniDuos, 11 OC beads, 2 ear wires, and I'm also going to be using some wire guards. Those are optional, but I like to use those to protect the thread. I'll also be using some 6-pound or 0.006 inch diameter Fireline. That's my go-to beading thread, but feel free to use whichever thread you like. And then of course, a size 10 beading needle and a pair of scissors and some jewelry pliers. I will also leave the links and the full materials list below the video, where I will share everything that I'm using today. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to thread your needle with about 5 feet of beading thread. And we're going to start by making this outer ring with the Swarovski crystals and the MiniDuos. So I want you to pick up a MiniDuo, a Demi, a Bicone, a Demi, MiniDuo, Demi, Bicone, Demi, MiniDuo, Demi, Bicone. You get the idea. So you're going to want to repeat this until you have used 6 MiniDuos and 6 of your 4mm with a Demi in between each. I'm going to go ahead and slide down what I have already to the end of my beading thread, leaving a few inches down here that we'll weave back in. Let me continue on adding the same sequence of beads. Okay, and I need to end with a Demi. There we go. I'm going to pull the rest of these down. And this is what you should have. Now you want to swing your needle around and go back through all of these beads once more. You can do them all at once or go through a few at a time, whatever works for you. But this will help reinforce this ring of beads that we're going to be working off of. And once you've gotten to the beginning where you reach the very first bead that you strung on, pass through that duo once more, as well as the Demi that is right next to it. So you should have a ring of beads to start with that looks something like this. And I am going to pop a needle on my tail thread and weave it in this ring, especially so I can get it out of the way at first for the video. All right, that's better. You can weave yours in now or you can wait till the end. That's totally up to you. But we want to be coming out one of these Demis that's right next to the bicone, and we're going to pick up 2 more Demis, 1 11-0 and 2 more Demis. And we're going to wrap these around these bicones. So skip over the bicone and then sew directly through the next Demi that you get to. Then sew through the MiniDuo and through the next Demi to get yourself into the right position to add some more beads. And pick up, just like you did before, 2 Demis, an 11-0, and 2 more Demis. Skip over the bicone. And you can actually go through the Demi, the MiniDuo, and the Demi if you can go through all 3 of those together. And pull. And these are going to sit right on the inside, wrapping around those bicones. Let's do that again. And you're going to repeat this all the way around the center ring. Picked up my beads, and I'm going to try to go through Demi, MiniDuo, and Demi all at one time. And you can see how this is coming together. Okay, adding more beads, skipping over the bicone, and getting through these 3 beads at once if I can. I really love these Eureka collections. They really inspire me to sit down and create some new things I wouldn't have normally thought of. And if you are interested in getting the collection, I do want to just mention that it is possible that the color variations may change just slightly over time, but they should still include everything that you need to make these earrings. For example, I think the Demis, when I last checked, they were just slightly different, but everything they include, they still make sure they do a great job of color coordinating, and the value is always the same. All right, so I'm on my last little grouping of beads, skipping over the bicone, and I'm still gonna go through the Demi, the MiniDuo, and the Demi. I'm gonna pull, and that's what you should have. And now we want to bring this center portion together. So I'm gonna go up through these two Demis, as well as the 11-0 that follows it. We just wanna make our way up to one of those 11-0s in the center, and we're gonna cinch all of this together. So in between each of these 11-0s, you want to add 2 more. So I'm picking up 2, I'm going through the next 11-0, picking up 2, and going through the next one that's sitting right at the point, picking up 2, and going through the next, and you get the idea. Just follow this all the way around to complete your inside portion. And I'm on my last section, and this time I'm actually going to go through the next 3 beads. We're just going to be cinching this all together by going around this entire center of 11-0s one more time to make sure that it's really reinforced. I'm going to do 3 at a time and pull nice and tight. There we go, it's coming together. And these 3, and that's what you have in the center. And now we want to make our way towards the back of this piece. So I'm actually going to go through the next 11-0 because I want to be in position to get back to one of those mini duos. Now I'm going to go through these 2 Demis here, and then I'm going to go through a Demi, and then the duo right next to it, still that bottom hole. And we want to get to the upper hole in the MiniDuo. So coming out of this side, I'm just going to sew up through the second hole of that MiniDuo, and that's going to get us ready to work on the back. And our Rivoli is going to sit in there just like this, but you don't have to set it in there yet. We're going to be adding some beads in between each of these MiniDuos. So pick up 3 Demis, and then an 11-0 and 3 more Demis. And that's what you want to pop in between each of the upper holes of the MiniDuos. So do that all the way around. Once again, that was 3 Demis, 1 11-0, and 3 more Demis, and then go through the upper hole of the next MiniDuo. Okay, I'm on my last one, so I'm actually gonna go through the MiniDuo that I would normally be going through, plus the next 3 demis, and then plus that 11-0 that we just added. And pull, and this is where you'll want to pop in your Rivoli. And now we're gonna cinch up our back right around the back of this Rivoli. So we want to pick up an 11-0 and pop it in between each one of these 11-0s that's already in place. So I'm going through the next one that I get to, picking up another 11-0 and going through the next one. Then turn and then pick up another 11-0, go through the next one, and repeat the same thing all the way around. And we'll be going through this ring again to tighten everything up. And I'm just keeping it a little bit looser so I can make sure the Rivoli is centered before we go in and tighten everything up. And I'm going through the last 11-0, plus I'm gonna go through the next 2 because we'll be going through those anyway, and I'm able to easily get through those. Then just as you're cinching, make sure your Rivoli is centered inside and continue going through that ring of seed beads on the back. And I would suggest going through them a couple of times just to make sure everything is tightened up and in place. All right, so once you're satisfied with how that feels nice and tight, you want to make your way up the back of your piece to where you have gone up 3 of the demis right next to one of these mini duos on this back row. And that's where we're gonna pop on our wire guard. So from there, we're gonna pick up 3 demis, 1 11-0, pick up one side of your wire guard, pull these down to your work. Now go through the other side of your wire guard, making sure your thread sits in that groove. And just mirror the other side, so pick up an 11-0 and 3 more demis. Then you're gonna go down these 3 demis on the opposite side, and that's going to put your wire guard into place right there, as you can see, and I'm gonna give it a little bit of a pinch. There we go, and then just go through the 11-0 right at the base of those demis and go back up through all of those beads and through your wire guard one more time just to reinforce this section. Going around and through all those beads, there we go. And at this point, you are pretty much done. So you can just knot off your thread. I'm making a half-hitch knot right there. And then I'm gonna go through a couple more beads. And repeat. And you can do this as many times as you want. I'm just gonna do 3 knots and then stop there. All right, and I'm gonna clip off my thread and attach my ear wire. So there you have it, guys, this very sparkly and elegant pair of royal plumage earrings inspired by the Eureka Crystal Beads collection. I hope yours turned out great too. I think they even look great from both sides. I want to thank you guys so much for being with me for another tutorial. Feel free to leave me a comment or question down below because I always love to hear from you. And until next time, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. And as always, happy beading. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. For more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of my latest videos. You can check out the information section below this video for links to all my social media handles, recommended products, and my shop and blog at orchidandopal.com. Thanks for watching.